Yeah, okay, so I'm back. It caused him to age a lot slower. And, you know, it was obvious that him and the people around him were probably had a pretty similar makeup as far as their, you know, being a robust, as opposed to feebly depicted, like Russell Crowe would not be a Noah. You know, he would have to Russell Crowe would have to sport the frame of like a Neanderthal, right? Kind of a husky build, powerful build, and would live to be able to handle, you know, building a cargo ship, as well as we also have many megalithic structures, and like, you know, the rumored city of Atlantis was also a phenomenal feat because of the and then you got like the Inca ruins, the Mayan ruins, and I think there's only one set of ruins that were built after the flood, and that would be like the Egyptians. I'm not sure. I need to look that up. But you have plenty of these megalithic structures like that are underwater, like over off the coast of Asia, somewhere over there. They got these cities that are underwater that collapsed, and it looks like they collapsed because of like the hydroplate theory, where the land mass was equally proportionate to the water on the world, right? So when the mantle cracked and released the fountains of the deep, it went around the world, flooded the world, and then to recede it, the caverns that the water came out of broke under pressure, and instead of the water going back into the caverns, they went down on top of a crushed, like a giant aquifer worldwide, right? So that's okay. And but the structure of that build, it's called the hydroplate theory. You'd have to look it up. So it kind of created this pressurized environment that enabled people to be physically more capable than they are today, and maybe smarter, and build these huge structures, because Noah couldn't do it, or Noah built the ark. I'm sorry, he built the ark, which was, you know, essentially a cargo ship, right? Big one, out of wood and stuff. And I say a dugout canoe because the tree trunk would have to be like you know, it would be a lot sturdier structure than a bunch of timbers milled into boards and then built like that. But they say that could have been done too. But it may have been far worse if you have like these sizable trees just to hollow them out, you know, and kind of make a boat that way for like a cargo ship. You don't have to worry about integrity. But so Noah was a physically more capable person. I forgot what else I was going to talk about. Oh, and the environment was just supercharged. You know, if there were any kind of machines that were battery operated with the citrus juice or whatever, they were far more efficient because of this environment, and you could power tools that wouldn't be efficient today. You know, if you had like a electric car, solar electric car, it might be able to, the electricity might be better back then because it's not wasted or whatever. So, and the environment was actually probably more conducive to maybe seeing, you know, there's rumors of these giants and mythological creatures that you don't see today. You know, these people saw these godlike beings, and maybe the flood and the decay that happened after the flood is the scientific reason we don't see how people built megalithic structures. Maybe these people were just a lot stronger than we are today, even bigger, you know. So, and you know, there's some things that could support that. They say that Neanderthal is an entirely different species of human, but every one of those skeletons is old and very robust frame, so those may be remnants of people from the time of Noah. Okay, you know, that survive, you know, like Noah's family that might be displayed as Neanderthal skeletons, right? So you just never know. I mean, it's hard to say, and you can say, well, there's scientific data that says this, and this. I mean, that's fine, but the bottom line is that none of those people that are drawing those scientific conclusions have physical observation. They only have testing, whereas people that are spiritual minded and believe in the Bible, oh, they can say, well, yeah, you know, Noah talks about that stuff. Come on, Marley. And you know, so that explains the ruins and stuff like that. You know, there was a big giant flood that covered all of eternity, and you just don't get that depicted accurately in the movies. I mean, I think the world probably would have resembled more hobbits and stuff like that. I mean, with the more of the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings than this humble little, you know, with maybe not dragons, but maybe you know, big giant dinosaurs that were alive, right? So there's just no way of knowing. And you can say, well, that's why we have science. Well, a big part of science is also observation. And, you know, and what's observation? Observation is witnesses, right? And, you know, and these stories, man, I got a sticker in my shoe. Oops.